ladies and gentlemen, and thank you very much for coming out to our 22nd annual Medina County Weights and Measures Seals Design Contest. I'm Medina County, hey, oh, look at that, look at that. This seems more intimate this year. So I'm Medina County Auditor Mike Kovacs. It's my pleasure to once again recognize some outstanding designs and some outstanding high school students from around Medina County. Before we begin, I want to thank Superintendent Steve Chrisman and Principal Teresa Goodwin and of the Medina County Career Center for hosting us again this year. It's terrific being back after a one-year hiatus from COVID, and you changed the building on us. Thank you very much for your hospitality. We also want to thank Mr. Tyler Hill, media production teacher, student William Dolan, also who helped out on the videos. And Chef Tony Stanislow, I know he's back behind, but what do you think about the new Center Cafe? Have you guys been in here before? It's my first time. Oh, you guys haven't either. I feel good. Well, for those of you watching on TV, please know that the new state-of-the-art Center Cafe located at the Medina County Career Center in Medina is open to the public for lunch Wednesdays through Friday from 10:30 a.m. to 1 p.m., but reservations are required. So please call 330-721-0229 if you'd like to experience the award-winning program of the Medina County Career Center Chef and Restaurant Program. And no one even paid me for that commercial. And we want to thank Chef Tony for allowing us to hold this here also. Also want to thank the teachers who encourage or assign their students to enter this contest. Although any Medina County high school student can enter the contest, these teachers typically use the contest as a teaching tool, and we certainly appreciate their efforts. So thank you to Megan Hutchinson and Ron Kostachek of the Career Center. We're tremendously grateful for your support. And I'm thinking Megan may not be here. So, Brent Dansby. I see I picked up on that. Thank you, Brent Dansby. Woo. I want to also thank a couple of our deputy auditors with us who run this contest for us, and they made all the preparations for today. Sue Pappas and Buckeye High School intern Olivia Ortiz are the two folks who have worked to make sure each of our winners have their web seals correct and they're getting printed correctly, and they work to prepare all the details for today's event. So let's give all these folks a nice round of applause. You guys were waiting for that, right? And finally, thank you to all of the students who submitted your entries for this year's contest. You don't know what a relief it is to me not to have to be responsible for coming up with our designs each year. So yeah, there's a story behind that, but we'll skip that. You guys do an outstanding job, and I can assure you that your designs are noticed across the state. Whenever we have the auditors passing through Medina County, they always note, because if you've ever been elsewhere in Ohio, typically in a county, all the seals are one seal, and so here we have 12 different ones. And not only do my colleagues recognize those, but we get a lot of compliments from people throughout the county. So they do recognize the work that you do, and so thank you to each and every student who submitted this year. We certainly appreciate it. For most everybody here today, your focus is on the outstanding seals that have been designed for us this year in accordance with the Ohio Revised Code. But for Brian Lanning Snyder, Phil Horsberger, and myself, these seals are only the very end product of a program that goes on every day, not only in Medina County, but across the state of Ohio, to ensure fairness and equity in the marketplace. Before your award-winning seals go on the more than 4,500 devices throughout the county, Medina County, our Chief Weights and Measures Inspector, Brian Lanning Snyder, who is out sick today, he's normally here, with the assistance of former Wadsworth High School teacher Phil Horsberger, they ensure that these 4,500 devices throughout the county are working correctly. So that includes gasoline. You kind of normally see those there a lot. The grocery stores, car washes, tanning beds, farm feed, and even the weights of trucks passing over our roads. That big scale over here across the street from you guys, we have to check those scales also. And those are only some of the items that we do inspect. Brian and Phil inspect those with the assistance of college students in the summer to ensure they're all working correctly and they're accurate for the people of Medina County, and that they can buy with confidence without giving it a second thought. All the devices that you see throughout the county that are tagged are checked annually, and they're also rechecked throughout the year to ensure that the marketplace remains fair for all of the people making purchases here in Medina County. Your seals are important that they let people know that they're getting the proper product for what they pay. And so thank you once again to all the students here today for helping us carry out this very basic function of government. Whoop, there was one whoop there. Somebody is really... The Medina County's Auditor's Office is mandated by law to have two different seals in our Weights and Measures program. One is in the category of price verification. These seals are used to check the UPC scanners, the cash registers, to ensure you're paying the same price at the checkout that is listed up on the shelf when you see the product. And believe it or not, oftentimes, those computers that set those prices are located out of state, and so that's one of the large reasons why we have to check up on that. It's vital to make sure and check those so that, again, you're not fooled when you get to the cash register. The second seal we use gives notice that any mechanical device in the county that weighs or dispenses any product for commercial purposes has been inspected and sealed. Because when Brian and Phil and the students go out to check that, they actually, once they measure that device and make sure it's working, they put a metal seal on the back of it and secure it so it cannot be tampered with. And that's where the verbiage comes from, that these are seals instead of stickers. So each one of those are inspected and re-inspected throughout the year, again, to make sure that people are paying the proper amount for the products that they get. And the stickers that we're using to, again, the public face of the program that we run every day are the seals that you guys have designed this year. So congratulations, folks. And with that, there you go. Give yourself a round of applause. We're now ready to recognize our 2022 Medina County Seals Award winners, and we're going to begin with the past price verification category.
I was interested in the seal design contest because I wanted to create a cool professional design that the auditor thought he could spread across the community. My inspiration behind the design was the stars from the flag. My career plans are to, go back to trade school and further pursue a career that I pretty much have heart for. My inspiration is my dad. When I'm rich and famous, I want to live in Montana.
Tyler Sasala from Brunswick High School, come on up.
I was interested in the contest because it was money I could have won. My inspiration for the design was just something that would be simple, would work, and would catch people's eyes. After school, just want to get a job, not going to college, just want to earn enough money so I can probably follow my dream. In life, probably my uncle. Been through a lot, kept pushing through everything to help raise me and everything, so. If I get rich, I'd probably just live somewhere in Norway, Scotland, or Ireland. Just nice country.
Keldon Hupsey. In fourth place, we have Kaylee O'Callahan from Medina High School.
Not in particularly, definitely my family for sure. I want them to be able to go out and just be like, oh, that's my daughter's or something like that, but I think that would be pretty cool as well. I didn't really have an inspiration. I definitely liked the idea of the American flag and how the stars kind of, work together, but I definitely thought that'd be cool as like a border around the sticker design. Well, after I graduate, I have two different ideas of what I want to do in life. I want to go to the Art Institute of Cincinnati. I'm thinking about going there. If that does not work out, I do want to get into tattooing as well. And I want to be in graphic design if I do go down the college path. I want to be a graphic designer and I want to design logos and things for companies. I think I would like to live in Arizona. Or move out of the country and move somewhere like Australia or something like that. Definitely. I like Arizona. My grandparents lived there for a really long time, so I think it'd be pretty cool just to get to be there again. I really like the scenery as well. It would give me a lot of time just to be open, I guess, because it's just a very vacant area in that place. But I also want to go to Australia because my aunt lived there for a really long time and she liked it there. So.
Kaylee O'Callahan. Also mention for the kids here as we start to talk about this, every year from the auditor's office, we offer 3 $500 scholarships to kids only in vocational programs. So if you're thinking of going on to college afterwards, that application is now out, I think, on our website. So we got 3 $500 scholarships available for either students from the Career Center or, as most of you know, Wadsworth runs a separate program, the Four Cities Compact. So from those two places, those are the only folks who are eligible. So keep that in mind. It is on our website, yes ma'am. So, all right, in third place, we had the sneak preview, Kylie Sikora from Brunswick High School.
I was interested in entering this contest because I wanted to design things that are out of my comfort zone and I wanted to get them places so people could see them. My comfort zone is really just a bunch of things that I usually draw on a daily basis. I do a lot of like cartoons, not so much realistic stuff, a lot of like people or characters or maybe animals or stuff like that. The inspiration for my design for the sticker, it was the Ohio flag. I felt that that really represented our county. The career plans that I have after school, I would like to get into college. I would like to start some of my own business, making things for other people. I would really like to get into a job right away with any sort of designing. I really want to like get into like clothing, and I kind of want to get into more so like illustrating books and stuff. My inspiration comes from my grandma and my aunt. They both have had a big influence on me throughout my life. They both have their own artistic ways of doing things. So that's kind of where I got it from, was both of them. Both of their hobbies kind of became mine. I'd like to go, if I had all the money in the world, to go to Australia. I just really like that culture. One of my favorite animals, the kangaroo, is there. So like, it's really nice. It's pretty there. And they have pink lakes there that I've always wanted to visit.
And I just have to share with you, because we've had 2 Australias now. I got to go to Australia a few years back for a couple weeks. And in Australia, they have kangaroo parks. So, and I got off this train station, I had to walk all this way to see to this kangaroo park. And you may appreciate this, but I'm walking there and there's some college kids, actually college girls, I have to say. And I'm walking up there and you could start to see the kangaroos. And I'm thinking in the back of my mind, I don't know what kangaroos are like. I had the same problem with an armadillo in Florida. It's like, what is that thing? So I have to admit, I stayed back a little bit and waited to see what happened to the college kids who went down there to pet the kangaroos before I went down. But the kangaroos are very tame, at least the ones I dealt with. So next up, we have a repeat winner from last year, Maggie Peters from Buckeye High School.
The Seals Design contest was interesting for me because I like to do art, I like to design stuff, and it also helps my uncle who works for the auditor's office. My inspiration for my bee design was the county's animal. Basically that revolves around is the bee. So I decided to do a honeycomb shape sticker with bees coming out of it. After high school, I planned to go into illustration and fine art illustration at the University of Akron. My inspiration is my oldest brother. He's had a lot of influence on how I've grown up. He, in ways, has helped me along in life because we have like similar ways we think, similar interests in life. So it kind of looking at him helps me decide on paths of what he did wrong or what he did right. When I'm rich and famous, I want to live in Japan.
And in first place in the price verification category from Brunswick High School, Milo Weaver.
Honestly, I really just think that getting the chance to be able to have like a sticker on something like a cash register or a gas pump is really awesome. And I thought it would be cool if I managed to actually get that. I think it's cool to have like your work just out there where people can see it, honestly. And even if it's not like my favorite thing that I've ever designed ever or anything, like I am happy with it and I'm glad that people are gonna be able to see it and that people are gonna enjoy it. For my whole set of designs, I was pulling from sort of like the stuff that you normally see in Ohio, like big open fields and like beautiful blue skies and the Ohio flag, stuff like that. I am extremely happy in the graphics trade, and if I can stay in it, I would like to as much as possible. I'm thinking of trying to like interview for a couple screen printing shops here soon. I would like to stay in the graphics trade because, you know, working with my hands and being able to make my own designs, like hand make them, is so like engaging and it's so like inspiring to me. Like it's just awesome to be able to work with what you love. Really just getting like the hands-on sort of like actually getting to like, you know, press ink through screens and make your own stuff and put it on like a shirt and be able to hold it, you know, like in front of you is really awesome. I think that one of my biggest inspirations is actually most of like the artists and stuff that I follow online. Like I've just been working with art for pretty much my whole life. And I think that I would like to channel like a lot of the experience that I've like gained from being in art communities and stuff for that long. One of my biggest inspirations right now is actually Mr. K, my teacher. I've always kind of considered moving to like a place like California and this is completely different, but like on the other side of the US in like New England or something, just cause like being near like the ocean and stuff is really awesome. And I like the sort of coastal aspects of them.
I want to mention also, because I think I'm talking to the right group of people, we put out on a quarterly basis, we put out a newsletter, which is in the back. I'm glad we brought some, Sue, because we can always use layout help on that. If that's one of the things that you guys do in the graphic arts design, you may reach out to us because we may have an internship possibility for you. So let us know or email us later. So, all right, we're now moving to the inspected and sealed area, and in sixth place from Brunswick High School, we have Sarah Fisher.
The reason I was interested in the Seals Design Contest was because it really gives me a chance to experience a fun competition where I can really put myself out there. My main inspiration, I'd say, was I kept looking up like the Ohio symbols, like the carnations, the Ohio flag, the idea of like putting the farms, the American flag, stuff like that into the project to be able to really make it embody Medina County and Ohio itself. Honestly, my career plans aren't really solid just yet, but I have been looking into Baldwin Wallace because I've heard amazing things about its art program. My inspiration in life, I wouldn't really say there's a particular person. It kind of fluctuates. I mean, my mother and father have been a huge inspiration to me. They've really taught me to always be polite to people. Really don't hide yourself, be who you want to be. And my friends have been a huge help as well. They've really shown me like who I am as a person and who I can aspire to be. I'd probably say someplace like in the woods like Virginia, Tennessee, because it's a really nice, chill place. Everyone's really friendly and the weather's pretty nice as well.
In fifth place, also from Brunswick High School, Kyra Whitesoul.
I was interested in the Seals Design Contest because it just sounds interesting to see your own work just put out in the world. My inspiration was originally supposed to be the state on a Buckeye, but it just slowly shifted over to show just the state itself and the flag. My future goal is to try and do digital art for people online. I think my biggest inspiration is a lot of different artists for like monster designs for like video games and comics and just in general monster designs. If I was rich and famous, I would want to live in Australia, honestly. Sounds pretty cool.
Now from Black River High School, Trisha Lamphere.
I was interested in this contest because I like to design things and design stickers for fun. So I did this because there was money on the line and I just thought it'd be kind of fun to do, so. My inspiration was when I did this back in freshman year for the first time. I did it in my Photoshop class for the first time, and ever since then it's just been fun for me to do. And I've done it every year except sophomore year. After school, I would like to maybe go to a design school for more graphic arts related things, maybe printing, and if not, just get a job somewhere in like a print shop. My inspiration for printing is probably Mr. K because he was the one that persuaded me to come here in the first place when I shadowed for the first time, way back in like 8th grade, because my school had us shadowing early for whatever reason. I would like to live just kind of in the same area, maybe in a bigger city so I can go places more often, but I don't really plan on going anywhere if anything happens.
Now in third place, we have Ian Schuler from Highland High School.
Hi, my name is Ian Schuler. I was interested in entering the design contest because it was actually an assignment for my digital art class. I was inspired by the design by the American flag, by red, white, and blue, and by Mike Kovac himself. My career plans, I either want to go into business or maybe architecture. My inspiration was Mike Kovac, as well as all my classmates. Where do I want to live when I'm rich and famous? I just want to live somewhere on the water. That'd be pretty cool.
And in first place, in second place, from Brunswick High School, Travis Svensson.
I was interested in the SEALs design contest because I saw the other designs out in public and I thought, I wonder if I could get my name out there and see what it would look like out there. My inspiration was looking at the auditor stickers out there. I thought they were bland, so I tried doing my own thing. My career plans after school is going to college for a 2-year degree in wildlife management. My inspiration in life, I look up to my dad.
You're rich and famous. Where do you want to live? Where do you want to work?
Texas, fastest you can drive legally.
I also want to point out for you folks here, you know it, but also for folks out throughout Medina County, when you see the seals, take a look because each student's name who designed the seal is on it. So, and actually for a lot of you, we actually had to enhance your names this year so we could see them better. So, but take a look, the student who designed that seal, their name is on the seal also. So, and now we have in first place in the inspected and sealed category from Highland High School, Morgan Campbell.
I was interested interested because of my love of art, and I wanted to be able to display my work to like the general public, I guess. Maybe like at the gas station I usually go to, I'd see them a lot. My inspiration was like I put corn on it, and because Ohio, like a big thing here is like we grow a lot of corn. So after I graduate, I want to go to college for animation and possibly start an animation studio when I'm older. I feel like I've been inspired by like a lot of the animators like Alex Hirsch or Janet Terrace, like people who made like cartoons that I watched growing up. Where do I want to live would be like maybe Paris, like France, or somewhere in California would be cool.
All right, once again, let's give all of the winners a round of applause, please. Tyler is the star of the show, though. We just keep bringing him up. So, once again, I want to thank Superintendent Steve Chrisman, Principal Teresa Goodwin, and Chef Tony Stanislaw. Now you can give them all a round of applause. This is the applauder of fun. And also thank you to our Career Center teachers there. We have Ron Kostachek and Brett. I think so. And for the final time, thank you again to all of you students who entered our contest. Each and every one of you, you did an excellent job, and we all look forward to seeing your designs throughout Medina County in the coming year. I'm Medina County Auditor Mike Kovac. Thank you for attending our 2022 Medina County Seals Design Awards ceremony. We're now going to join for refreshments in the back, and all the winners, we're going to bring you back up here for pictures. All right.